Here we will solve a problem. The problem is the question is like if the market demand is Q is equal to 3100 minus 50p, and the competitive firm in the long run has a cost function equal to C equal to Q square minus 2Q plus 64. So the question is asking about at equilibrium the number of firms is. So what is the number of firms in the perfectly competitive market? We have to find that. So the question is talking about long run. In a perfectly competitive market, we know that in long run, a perfectly competitive market earn zero economic profit. As we know, it is a perfectly competitive market. It has earned zero economic profit. So we have to, before solving this, we have to draw a diagram. This is output, this is price. So this is the marginal revenue curve equal to average revenue curve. We know that in perfect competition, marginal revenue equal to average revenue. So here the marginal cost curve, this is the marginal cost curve, and we draw average total cost curve. This is average total cost curve. Now this is the equilibrium point. Now we have to find the quantity and the price. So in the equilibrium, we know that in long run, in a perfectly competitive market, there are conditions. There are two conditions. The average total cost should be equal to price. This is first, and the second one is marginal cost should be equal to average total cost. That means ATC, average total cost, should be equal to price, should be equal to marginal cost. This is the equilibrium condition of profit maximization of long run. Profit maximization of in a perfectly competitive market. Now we have to find what is the average total cost. This is P dash, this is Q dash. So as we know that average total cost is found out by total cost divided by output. Average total cost is equal to total cost upon output. Total cost is Q square minus 2Q upon 64. Q square minus 2Q upon 6 plus 64 upon Q. Now this Q square Q minus 2. This is the plus 64 upon Q. This is the average total cost. Now we have to find the marginal cost. Now marginal cost is simply the derivative of the total cost function, that is del TC upon del Q. Now del Q square minus 2Q plus 64 upon del Q. Now del Q square 2Q minus 2, and derivative of a constant equal to 0. So it is the marginal cost. Now at equilibrium, average total cost should be equal to marginal cost. Equal to marginal cost. Now we have to equate it. Average total Q minus 2 plus 64 upon Q should be equal to 2Q minus 2. Now bring this to this side. Now Q minus 2Q minus 2 plus 64 upon Q equal to 0. Now minus 2Q minus Q plus 2 minus 2 get cancelled, plus 64 upon Q equal to 0. Now this Q take to this side, 64 upon Q equal to Q. The minus here get plus. So this is multiplied with this. 64 is equal to Q. When Q is multiplied with Q, it becomes q square. Now what we will do, now we have to q square equal to 64. Now q equal to 64 root over q equal to plus minus 8. As we know, quantity can never be negative, so q equal to 8. Now we have to calculate the marginal cost at q equal to 8. Marginal cost at q equal to 8. What is marginal cost? Marginal cost we find 2q minus 2, 2q minus 2, the 2 into 8 minus 2 minus 16 minus 2 14. Now marginal cost equal to 14. Marginal cost, when marginal cost equal to 14, as we see in the equilibrium condition, that should be equal to price. So here price equal to 14. Price equal to 14. Now marginal cost is 14. Price equal to 14. So we have to calculate the market quantity, total quantity. So here quantity function is given 3100 minus 50 fee. Now total quantity is equal to 3100 minus 50 into price. Now 3100 minus 50 into 14. Now 3100 minus 50 into 40 is 700. That means 2400. Now total quantity is 2400. Now how to get the total number of farms in a perfectly competitive market? Now we know that the number of farms in the perfectly competitive market into quantity produced per farm is equal to total market demand, that equals to q. Now when we have to find this one, that is n is to number of farms in the perfectly competitive market, or so we simply shown it number of farms. So you have to calculate n is equal to q upon small q. So small q, what is small q? That equal to 8, that we find in the equation, equating average total cost equal to marginal cost. Now simply n equal to 1400, q is equal to 2400, 2400 upon q is 8, that means n equal to 300. Now the total number of farms in the perfectly competitive farm is 300. Now put this here, 300. This is the way how to solve the question. Now the equilibrium output is per farm is 8, the total number of farms is 300, total quantity produced in the perfectly competitive market is 2400, and the price charged for price charged in the perfectly competitive market, that is 14. Here simply 14, here simply 8. I think I will clear the question and the answer. Thank you.